Go.
So as I go more into finding information, come across this table that helps us understand more of the risk factors in child abuse. Like in our community and a society, the high crime rate, the lack of few social services, the high poverty rate, and the high unemployment rate. These are pretty much what they're trying to let us understand, that these are children that have been abused that later on grew into their adulthood, and there are few social service resources that are out there to assist them with that, because a lot of times it's not even diagnosed, it's not even identified because it was never discovered. Parent-related, personal history of physical or sexual abuse as a child. Teenage parents. One of those things that I feel like, because I was a teenage parent, there was a lot of things I didn't know. You know, they do have a lot more resources now where they do the mommies and me's and things like that. But as a teen parent that's kind of just out there, you really don't know the resources that are available to you to help you get an understanding on child development. I remember we used to throw our kids up in the air thinking that was a way to play with them, and then that ended up being something that was not healthy for them. A single parent, the stress of having to work and provide for your household alone with the children, sometimes is a part of some frustration that if you don't know better coping skills, you do tend to have a lash out, and the child sometimes will suffer. Emotional immaturity. Poor coping skills is one of the highest ones that I come across with the girls that I serve. No one ever taught them how to place their emotions on their feelings. So when it comes to coping, when they're sad, they demonstrate anger. Low self-esteem, that's a huge one. If you don't know how to love yourself, if you have not identified who you are, sometimes that will reflect in the way you respond to certain crises or events in your life. Personal history of substance abuse. Altered mentality, altered mental thoughts, sometimes not aware. A known history of child abuse. If you've only known the hit because you were hit without an understanding of why you're being hit, then that's the results that you come out with. You tend to duplicate the behavior that you learned through the way that you learned it. And if you were not learned through a proper way of understanding, then you will do it with the understanding that every time that you have an issue, it's okay to hit. And not just hit without reckless hitting is what I would call it, anywhere, anyhow. Parent-related continued, lack of social support, because people don't like to talk about these issues, so there's a lot of times there is a lack of social support because they don't even know the issue exists. Domestic violence, lack of parenting skills, lack of preparation for the extreme stress of having a new infant, which sometimes that can go into that postpartum area. History of depression or other mental health problems. Multiple young children, parents that have a lot of children and they're not prepared mentally to have those children. I'm not saying a set of twins, I'm saying a staircase. Without the support, that can become frustrating. And like I said before, if they don't know any other method of coping, that could be something that can cause them to have some type of dysfunctional corporal punishments. Unwanted pregnancies. If there's a vision of having a family and it doesn't go that way, and now the female decides that that's not what she wanted and lashes out on the child because of the father, it can happen that way. Denial of pregnancy, which will deny the child prenatal care, deny even the aspect of everything that it takes to have that healthy pregnancy exist. And then the child-related aspect is the prematurity, like I said before in the first slide, and low birth weight and a handicap. It's all risk factors of child abuse, and it's all stemmed from not being able to identify when it's okay and when it's not okay to feel and respond. Thank you.